Why do you think that the man has to be married to the woman to support his child or be a leader for his child or be
Why does he
a
need to give
daily
his legal
facilitator
word?
for his
Why does
child?
he need to give his word legally? Why does he need to bond himself to
What?
create wealth is passed through marriage. So you
Wealth
damn
is
your
passed
child.
through
You
wealth
damn
is
wealth
passed
is
through
passed through marriage.
blood.
Marriage is
At the
for
end of the
wealth
day, when you have a
accumulation.
child, whether
Wealth
you're
is
married
for
to the other
marriage
Take
is
fucking
for
take
wealth
take
child,
turns, y'all.
accumulation.
Take turns, y'all. Take turns. Take turns.
she won't let me have a turn. She throwing me off.
You got it. I mute you. I'm
All right, good. All right, your turn.
Why do you think that a man and a woman have to be married for them to both support their child? I'm not understanding why you feel like they have to be in the same household. At the end of the day, if that man picks his child up every day from school and keeps him for however long until it's time for him to go to bed and then he brings him home, he's with his child every fucking day. If that man decides he's going to do homework with his child every day after school and he gets him every summer and every break from school, how are you not saying that he's not a supportive system? There are plenty of mother father relationships where the father is the primary parent and the mother gets the child on the weekends or every other weekend. It's about how your lifestyle works. But you're not about to tell me that because a man and a woman are not married, that they both cannot be sturdy ass parents to their child, everyday facilitators to their child, or leave their children generational wealth. You don't have to be married to one another to both give incentives to your children, to both give financial structures to your children, to both give financial literacy to your children. You don't have to be married to do that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tamika.
is it my go?
Yeah, good.
I think that without the example of marriage and then we're passing on money, what we're not passing on is the example of how to build strong families. That's how I feel. I believe that a man is 100% necessary to support the mother, to support her financial health, to support her mental health, to support her however she needs to, because she is the first teacher of the child. And she needs absolute protection. She needs absolute provision. She needs so much to be the best person that she can be, to have it's his baby. If we have situations where fathers have sole custody and the mothers are the weekend parents, statistically, that child is doing as well as a two-parent household. Statistically, a child that lives with only who lives majority with their father is on par and fares better as well as a two-parent household. That's not me talking. That's statistics. Look it up. If a man is not there every day to support the woman who he, guess what? Why does he have to be in the same house to raise the child? He had to be in the same room to make the child. So why is he now not in the home? He wasn't too bad. He wasn't good. He was good enough for him to be laid up with her in the same room. It took two to make him. So yes, it takes two to sustain them every day, all day, so that the child not only inherits money, but inherits, oh, this is the way that I treat someone. Oh, this is the way I prioritize them. Oh, this is how I do this. Because otherwise, we're giving children money. I'm passing my children money down what? For them to make more bastards? No disrespect, but for them to create more broken homes. A broken home is extremely expensive. It gets very expensive when you guys got two houses. You guys are living with two and three different cars, that your resources are not literally being pulled together. That's very expensive. That's extremely expensive. And guess who benefits? Target. Because now both of y'all got a kid. Now both of y'all got strollers. Now both of y'all got cribs at your house. Now both of y'all are spending twice the amount of money because the father's outside the home. So if a father is making up all this time to, oh, I'm gonna be here after school and I'm gonna do this. Well, if you're doing all that, why not just support the mom and be together and be a family? If you're doing all of that, you're doing all that to make up for what? Your absence? We have to stop normalizing dysfunction because that's what we're
No, we
passing
have
down.
to
We're
stop
generationally, hold on, I
normalizing
let you
staying
talk.
with
Hold on, I
niggas.
gave it to you
We
though,
have
right?
to stop
But I gave it to,
normalizing
I let you
staying with
got it. You
niggas
got it.
because we had kids by them. We have to stop normalizing staying with niggas because we had kids by them. That's what the fuck we need to stop normalizing. We
Is
have
it
to
my go
stop
yet?
normalizing
Because I
staying
definitely
in
let you
marriages
talk.
and pretending to be happy just because we want our kids to have this fucking facilitated image of a two-parent household. No, at the end of the day, shit happens and you move forward. So are you saying that if you and your father of your child don't work out, you throw the fucking kid away? Are you crazy? Like, what are you talking about?
If I didn't
Let's
work
go.
out, then I will return the children to their father. That's me personally. That's me personally. If he's good enough to have a baby, why isn't he good enough to have full custody? I think we need to stop normalizing, like I said, we need to stop normalizing dysfunction because we passing it down. We passing down, oh, stuff happens, and then I guess all of us are supposed to turn the other way and not hold women accountable. Pregnancy is 100% preventable. I've had pregnancies too. So we don't have to be having babies by these no count, no, I'm not gonna say ain't shit, whatever's. We're giving these men generational legacy, like DNA legacy, and then turn around and be like, well, stuff happens. Maybe we should have stayed off our backs and had intentional children with our husbands. Maybe that's what we should be starting to do, because now we're backtracking, trying to push the poop back into the horse, or whatever the phrase or saying goes. But it's dysfunctional. It's extremely dysfunctional. Some of us wouldn't be here. A lot of us wouldn't be here because if you had to be married to be born, a lot of us wouldn't be here. A lot of us was here because our mothers didn't have boundaries. A lot of us. A lot of us. Our mothers didn't have the boundaries to say, no, wait, I'm going to make you make me an honest woman. A lot of mothers. That's not, I mean, I don't want that for my grandchildren. I don't want my grandchildren born out of that. I don't want my grandchildren being leaked out of a weekend in Miami. I don't want that. I don't want that for them.
And I personally also agree that the ideal setup for a child is also the two-parent household. But what my stance on it is, let me fucking finish, Tamika. My stance on it is that I can still see your lips and I can read lips very well. I know you on mute. But anyway, so like I said, my stance on it is that a child can still be successful and have the support of both parents when they're not in the same household. Now, me personally as well, I chose the wrong father for my child too. But I went through in vitro for my baby. I didn't lay on my fucking back, like Tamika said. You feel me? I didn't lay on my back and lay around and do that. I didn't do it. Was a very much intentional child. I was engaged when I decided to go through in vitro. The wedding was planned. It was a whole thing. I ended what I had going on with my child's father for personal reasons that have nothing to do with my child. I decided I didn't want him to grow up thinking that that was what love was supposed to be, or that that was what, you know what I mean? I didn't want him to think that the interaction I had between his father was what he was supposed to then go out here and emulate. However, before my child came into play, I was very much happy with that man. We was cool. It was just certain shit I didn't want him to teach my child in the aspect of a man and woman relationship with me. I didn't want him to see me be weak for a man. So I chose to go. However, my son's father does everything I need for him to do for his child. If I call him at 1 o'clock in the morning and tell him we're going to the hospital, he gonna be there. And he's married now to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If I call him and tell him I need diapers, he gonna drop off a big ass box. If I call him and tell him I need him to get his son every day this week while I go to fuck to work, he gonna do that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that he can't still have a father and that he can't still be a good father. However, he's not the man for me. And that doesn't mean that my son is going to grow up to be a weaker man because he grew up in a household primarily with his mother and had his father out of necessity and when he needed him. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't agree with that. Period.
First, I would like to say that the commentary that I'm making was not directed at anybody personally. I don't know you guys personally. I don't know your situation personally. The information and the things I'm speaking on are statistics. If any of us falls under the statistics, I understand how that could be a sensitive topic, but I haven't personally attacked anybody. I don't know your children's fathers. I don't know your personal situations. I didn't say that you are in this situation because you did this. I didn't say, Byllz, you're inadequate as a person because you didn't withstand this. I didn't say your parents are inadequate because that's what they're doing. I didn't speak on any of you guys' personal situations at all. What the things I'm speaking on, you can go to blackdemographics.com and look it up. It's there. Our children at a high percentage are being born out of wedlock. That's community wide. That's not just us on this panel. That's not just our aunts and our cousins. That's community wide. That's nationwide. From Maryland all the way to California, we have a lot of children being born out of wedlock. Is marriage a way to support women? Absolutely. Does marriage support women financially? Yes. Does it have to be with the father of the child? I didn't necessarily say that, but yeah, that's the ideal situation. Do women deserve support of people and protection from men in healthy relationships and marriages? Yes, and that's what I promote. That's absolutely what I promote. I have, again, I've said I have not spoken on anybody's personal situation. I'm always careful not to. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention what's going on in our community. And it's not ideal for us to continuously have children with men that we are not legally, spiritually married to with intention, having these children and creating lifelong families that will help society. The fact that we have so many Black men not in the home, forget you guys personally. I don't know y'all personally. Forget y'all homes. I'm not talking about you to y'all's home. You guys are an exception to the norm, and blessed be. That's beautiful. But the rest of the children who are living in homes where the father is not present full time are struggling. There are quite a few of them. There are a lot of them. And I don't think we need to just say, well, stuff happens and let's keep doing this. I'm not here. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I don't think everybody here has agreed it's not ideal. So if it's not ideal, even if it applies to you, even if you're the hit dog, even if I'm the hit dog, I'm not gonna sit up here and I wouldn't tell another woman, yeah, you know what, single motherhood, go for that. You know what I mean? It's cool not to have someone that's making sure that you're cool on an everyday basis. They're only watching out for your kid. And now Black women are suffering in silence. They're full of anxiety and depression, all sorts of things, because they're navigating parenthood on their own, because the only person being supported is the child, and the mother is not being supported in a way that helps her grow as a woman. You do need a man to grow. As a heterosexual woman, you need a man to grow, and they need us to grow. That's not me. That's science. I didn't make this up.
All right, well, my son just woke up, so I'm gonna have to head out, but uh, I'm gonna pray for you, Tamika.
Thank you. Congratulations.